It's only embarrassed based on your perspective. The Jedi, or something along those lines. But that is enough of the ramblings. We are now continuing our series on, or starting a new series, continuing the tournament, I should say, here on Lightshade LE, getting our first and probably our only TVZ of the entire bracket. Here we are in the top left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top left-hand corner. The blue Zerg player, of course, the best player in all of Hong Kong. He is currently representing himself. He is GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Malaysian Singaporean. I just realized the flag that we have here. Representing the Cranky Ducklings, it is the Terran player himself. It is Aries.
I mean, he can really go either or.
He could.
His loyalty is flexible like that.
He is very flexible as a person, as a player.
Mm-hmm. As a body double.
As a body double. Yeah. That's why he can be hit by buses. And
still stand up.
Yeah. Not for the most part.
Yeah. He can stand up on one leg and, you know, he can't set up straight after getting hit, but, you know.
It's fine.
Yeah. He can stand up just enough to get hit again, according to the director.
Oh god. For those wondering what we're on about, so Aries, he's one of our boys. He is one of our ducklings. He's been a duckling for many years now. You know, he's even jumped on and casted a couple of times. He streams on his own Twitch channel. He's a pretty good player. He's okay. Famously, he's being mentored by Ranger.
Well, yeah, he is. Yeah. I'm sure he's hoping he doesn't have to face Ranger in this bracket. Because, my god.
Yeah, the amount of yelling that will happen afterwards would be insane.
I thought Milk was the Tiger Mom. But then I watched streams where Ranger is coaching Aries, and it's a lot of tough love going on.
It is a lot of tough love. But Aries has been improving. You know, he has been improving.
He has, actually.
As a result of it, you know, he's become a very good player as a result as well. And what we were talking about earlier is that IRL, you know, Aries does work on film sets. Sometimes he does acting, other times he's a body double, other times he's kind of like a stuntman. Regardless, he does get hit by a lot of various things at work.
He does. It started off with just a shoe in the first drama he acted in. Yeah. And then it slowly devolved. It was like bottles, and then eventually now buses.
Yeah, that was a pretty intense one. I think he put it on Instagram, like an Instagram video.
Stories, yeah.
Yeah, where he like got thrown across like a table and through like all these chairs and stuff.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, I could barely stand after that. I was just like, but you know what? The director loved it.
He did. He got a lot of money from that. And speaking of getting a lot of money from that, GogojOey with the Roach Ravager Rush. I did not think he was going to be as aggressive with the opening. I thought it was just going to be a Roach-based build, but he is already across the map with those Roaches. Aries only has 2 Hellions to defend. Is it?
This could be it, especially because, yeah, there's nothing else coming out here. GG gets called, and GogojOey takes the first game.
GG. In typical GogojOey fashion. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, being like, oh yeah, GogojOey's going for that Roach War, and alright, gonna be pulling a little bit of a rogue here. You know, he's gonna get comfortable on 3 bases, have a stable economy, and he's gonna, like, catch out the Hellions in the middle of the map, and then try to contain Aries on 2 bases for as long as possible, and then go in for the kill. I'm like, what the hell am I talking about? It's GogojOey. If he has an opportunity to go right at you, he's gonna go right at you.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I was a little bit too enthralled in our discussion about Aries. And to be fair, I feel like, you know, we need to introduce the people to him because he's not going to be on screen for much longer.
We have that little faith in him.
Prove me wrong, Aries. Prove me wrong. I want to be proved wrong as we are diving into game number 2. And game 1 was rough. There was no scouting. Aries never saw the Roach Warren in the main base. He saw that the third was a little bit delayed, but that wasn't really, you know, sparking any like alarm bells in his mind, right? He wasn't prepared at all for what was coming.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's kind of numb to alarms after he heard that many ambulances come to his set.
Oh yeah, it's very true.
But speaking of alarms, there is no need to be alarmed here on Oxide LE. We be breathing easy. We're in. Oh, it's been over a year, hasn't it, since that? It has, yeah, because I remember that came from my last. Oh Lord. Oxide has been with us for over a year, fellas. Or, no, I think Oxide came slightly after my birthday stream last year, but yeah, Oxide has been with us for a while, fellas. In the bottom left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. The Blue Zerg player coming out from the land of Hong Kong. He is the best player from Hong Kong. He is going to be representing himself as he is currently teamless. Eddie, you know, give him a phone call if you want. No, Eddie doesn't have a team, but, you know, Eddie does have connections. He does have connections, you know. Going for a pool first, we have GogojOey.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Malaysian Terran player. He is red, representing the Cranky Ducklings. I see Ranger in the chat. He's there cheering for his boy. It is Aries.
The secret weapon of Cranky. Yeah, actually, yeah.
We do keep him a secret. It's true. We don't want other people to know about him.
That's why we're introducing him. We have to introduce everyone to him now because he's our most tightly kept secret.
He is. And something else that's a bit of a secret is the opener here from GogojOey. So I'm really curious to see what he does with all this gas. Is he going to go for a quick Ling speed and go into Banelings, or is he going to do what we all know him for, and that is a Roach Warren? And it looks like that's exactly what it's going to be.
Just kind of hoping for a bit of a Baneling bust here. I mean, Aries has been known to do that for quite some time when he favored Zerg, but yeah, I'm wondering if he can show us that he understands how to be on the other end of that as well. But yeah, now unfortunately Aries doesn't go all the way in with his CV. He's turning around.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna dip back in. He scouts the Ling, so he knows it's a pull first. He should 100% know that at least. Is he gonna see the Roach Warren? No, he does not.
All right, well, at the very least, I'm hoping this rings alarm bells in his head. The Reaper is gonna get back in, and there's not a whole lot to prevent the Reaper from going behind the mineral line, so we have to see if Aries goes for it. He doesn't know.
He doesn't. He tries to go straight up the ramp instead of one of the Reaper cliffs, and because of that, he takes a lot of damage. He cannot scout. He's going to try and circle around, and he still hasn't seen the opener, Yaku.
Okay, well, he knows that there's no drones in the natural. He knows that there's no third base, and he knows that it's only 2 Lings at the moment.
It has to be roaches.
Aries, please.
Like, there's no,
Aries,
like...
It has to be. He's getting a bunker. Okay.
I don't know if I like this because the bunker is at the natural. It's not on the high ground. It's not in the main base. So trying to hold at the natural can be very difficult here.
Especially when you swap the add-ons to go for Hellions. Aries,
no.
Aries, no.
There's one Marine, Yaku. There's one Marine to go into this bunker.
It's gonna have a bunker, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Something.
Meanwhile, Reaper goes in. Finally, he confirms the Roach Warren, but it is too late, I feel. This madman is even throwing down a mule at his natural. Like, the natural is not going to be a natural for long.
Oh. He also confirms the Roach Warren because there are Ravagers knocking down his front door. Funnily enough, I think a Ravager hit before he saw the Warren. And yeah, there's no wall here despite that bunker. So these SCVs are repairing the bunker, but they are also getting picked off. The Hellions not doing too much to really make a dent. And, you know, as the Roaches get low, they start getting more for the Ravagers. That one of them actually gets taken out. The Hellions is still alive. Yeah. And you know what? Ravagers, they don't get any bonus protection from Hellions.
Yeah, it's
like
one of those
things.
things.
Do bonus damage, but still.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, Aries, he cleans this up, but he lost 12 SCVs. Yeah.
Well,
this was worth it for GogojOey.
It absolutely was, but at the same time, you know, Aries, he lost 12 SCVs, but he's alive.
He is.
After
He's,
not scouting that Roach Warren at all.
this is the equivalent of Ares
So-
getting hit by a bus and walking away. Like he's
Walking away with a limp.
yeah, sure he's gonna limp, but you know what? He's still
And no health insurance.
he's kind of we're getting too real here. Okay, we're good. Calm down, buddy. Oh god.
That conversation he told us, where I was like, yeah, so they made me sign a waiver where like where they like wouldn't cover the doctor expenses, but they did give me a bonus for Lunar New Year. I'm spending that entirely on my PC.
I remember that that like his goal was because he kept getting injured. He's like, look, I'm not gonna go to the doctor now because I'm just gonna get injured again. Okay, he's gonna like bank them up, you know. He's gonna get as many as he can and then go once for everything. It's like, mate, what, what are you doing?
Because then you get a discount.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Oh, I bet she's getting low. Cloak not quite done yet. I bet she gets taken out. Ares overstaying his welcome for just a second too long.
Yeah, like the Banshee was really his way to get back into this game. Like, unfortunately, it was a little bit of a mistiming. Cloak is finally about to finish up, but one Banshee's already dead. You know, they could have been two. They could have been one-shotting workers, but unfortunately, that is not going to be the case any longer. And now GogojOey, like, there's no way that he's going to lose drones at this point.
Absolutely, especially now that he knows Banshees are coming his way. He's he got the Spore Crawlers. He's positioning them as safely as he can. Lair's about to finish up, and with that, Overseer coming on.
Exactly, there's going to be detection all over the place. We have plenty of queens as well. Now, Ares, he still has a chance here. Maybe he can pull the queens away with the Banshee, and then all these Hellions can dive into a mineral line, and then he can try and equalize. But again, he's desperate to deal some damage here because he's still down 20 workers.
Yeah, even with mules, that's not quite gonna be enough. The roaches and the lings catch out these Hellions. They don't do any damage once again, and we were talking about the importance of equalizing. Ares is not equalized.
He's not equaling at all, mate. It's it's not looking good.
Yeah, until proven otherwise, Ares has lost this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's working on a third CC, you know, he's gonna try and I guess turtle up at home, but he doesn't have much of an army. He didn't rebuild that bunker either. The wall is not a wall. There isn't even a third CC there. Roaches are gonna waddle across the map, and there's nothing stopping them from just vaulting into the natural.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think a CC was being built there earlier or something like that. No, the CC is only being built now, so yeah, Ares just doesn't have a wall in that location. Roaches are back.
Yeah, the roaches are back. Thankfully, there are now two Banshees to help clean this up, and they will eventually clean this up. But the question is, how many SCVs will fall before that happens?
A whole bunch, as well as a couple of mules. That is really the final saving grace that Ares had when it came to his economy. And now 11 mules on the way, Light. I don't see any missile turrets. I don't see any resources that can be utilized to make missile turrets.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those things where Ares, he's been focusing so much on living, where he hasn't been able to get out, you know, explore the lands, right, and really scout his opponent. Now the mutas finally reveal themselves. They shut down. Shut down the Banshees. And what shoots up? We have a couple of Marines. That's great, but as you said, no missile turrets.
Yeah, and only a couple of Marines versus 11 Mutalisks. The tank is actually going to fall to those Zerglings. Can't believe they stayed alive. GG is called. GogojOey takes that series 2-0 in aggressive GogojOey fashion. Well played here by both of our players. I feel like Ares definitely did as much as he could, considering the sort of difference when it comes to how we rate these two players, and also considering the fact that he just never scouted the Roachhorn. He was at least able to give us some games out of that, but in the end, GogojOey, he was the favorite for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, GogojOey, he's one of the best that we have to offer here in this tournament series. He's up there with the likes of Miyamaika. He is one of the Zerg Muta Triangle, and Ares did a really good job at getting this far, but as we saw, like, there is a distinct gap between these two players. But now, mate, we're getting ready for our next match.
That we are the hype one. Real quick though, I just realized Ares is up against Beastork next, so
no.
he is gonna have some. He is gonna come into the clan chat later on with some very choice words about Protoss.
I'm sure he will.